joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us.
Make no mistake, these teams have very little love for one another. It's a heated rivalry that the fans relish.
Well, this has been fun. Rivals going at it. And when they play, even in the regular season, it takes on a playoff feel.
And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Here's Fears. Pass to Williamson. Here's Fears. Hounded by Ball. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best. Now, that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
McDaniels from long range. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Driving to the basket, and that one is hammered home.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Down low. Ball with a steal. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Salone. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. The three is up. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
What a cold start. They need a different approach here.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Here's Miller. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Yeah, great job by LaMelo. Probing, then kicking it out led to a good look from three.
And the bucket is good. Fears has got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 9. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
James Brago gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back over to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Ali. Kevin Durant pulls it in. McDaniels from long range. Hits a three-pointer.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Driving in. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Now here's McDaniels. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Arenas. Let's go with a three. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
So it's the Hornets now, after the basket by New Orleans. James attacking. He's off on the layup.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Out to Powell. Pass to Arenas. Goes up from the top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Arenas has got his third bucket of the night.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Porzingis for three. Knocks it down from distance.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Here's Powell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That one falls for Powell. And so Powell nails them both. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. James outside. Going inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Charlotte's shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. That free throw misses. And he sinks the second. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Powell with it. Here's Arenas. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Arenas has got 9.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And that's good as he hits both shots. Charlotte trailing. Now here's Ball. Pass to Salah. Ball taking his time here. Robinson with the block. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's New Orleans.
24.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
Here's Arenas. Shot clock at 6. With the drive. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Pass to Arenas. 4-3. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. To the wing, right side. Here's Miller. It's hauled in by Robinson.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Here's McDaniels. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Williamson. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And there's the drive. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. McDaniels inside.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. And now it's a 5-point New Orleans lead. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Unbelievable. It defies physics. How can a guy that big stay in the air that long?
The ball, no
How you
good.
not dunking the ball?
Shot on the wing. McDaniels can't hit.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
The shot by James, no good. The Pelicans lead by 7. And they go to the intentional foul. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because it's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Teams deciding to change it up. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Williamson. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. James deciding where to go with it. Drops in the layup for 2.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
.152 left in the second. And stolen by Porzingis. Ahead. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
In transition, here they come.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
New Orleans calls timeout. So it's the Pelicans now. Here's Fears. He has 7. The kick to Durant. To the paint. Here's Queen. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
New Orleans shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
At the line for your Pelicans, Fears.
The Pelicans lead by 4. Here's Trimble. No points yet. Fires from the line. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Durant surveying the D. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back. Ball.
And Ball throws it down.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Pass to Fears. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Fears. Pass to Durant. From 9 feet. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Inside. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Here's McDaniels. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Spears. It's rebounded by Salon. Charlotte trailing. Pass the ball. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Durant for 3. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
New Orleans calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here. The Pelicans trail. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
And stolen by Gobert. And here they come. For 3, James. To the paint. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Pocket 2. Drops in the 3. And now a 4-point Charlotte lead.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Pass to Arenas. And again, New Orleans no good. Here's Charlotte. James goes in.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Here's Arenas. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Pass to James. Picked by Gobert. The 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Arenas.
Nope.
And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Arenas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Down low. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter of the game. Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Charlotte making a change here. The Hornets with a lead. Miller outside from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Fears shot is off. They kick it out to Porzingis. Hits a 3-on-3 fast break.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Out to the right wing. It's stolen away. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Moses Brown.
Man, that's a solid play. Make him earn his points at the free throw line.
That free throw no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Right now a close game in New Orleans. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. That game kicks off what will be a lengthy 7-game trip for them.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Inside, Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
So it's the Hornets now. To the middle. Here's Miller. Uses the glass on the layup. Miller's got 4 points this quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Fears. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. And he drops the first. Both teams will make substitutions. Both shots good from the stripe. 9 seconds left in the third. Miller outside. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. And so after 3/4 of play, some great offensive output in this one. It's all tied up. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
57.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Outside Durant. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Robinson.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
LaMelo driving. And Ball throws it down.
And there's the athletic grace of LaMelo Ball. Poetic.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now Durant. Just 5 on the clock.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Third team foul.
Clock at 6. Second chance effort. No good. Hornets leading by 4. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Outside McDaniels. Drives to the hoop.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
And he dunks it down.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now. Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Here's Robinson. Pass to Arenas. Here's the teardrop. Goes back up. For 3, Durant. KD splashes the triple.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
Here's Porzingis. Miller outside. All alone. And another basket for Charlotte.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And stolen by Porzingis. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Cuts off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fifth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Outside Durant. Durant taking it in close.
And that's big-time stuff from Durant. He loves being the guy to take important shots.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
The Pelicans call timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pelicans trail by 3. Driving inside. 20 feet away and no problem.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jams it home!
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. Number 14. Personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, nice setup for the slam.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
Rebounded by Miller.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit it.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky if you missed that one.
Here's Arenas. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Ball. LaMelo sending it.
Pressure's on, but it seems like Ball is not feeling any of it.
It away. .46 seconds left in the game. It's money from deep.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And count it. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, LaMelo Ball gets a lot of attention for his flashy play, but not enough for his high basketball IQ. I mean, he sees the...
Ooh, Zion! Are you kidding me?
Wow, no doubt about that. Zion Williamson was ready for the moment.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Screen by Robinson. Durant fires! Tipped away. Robinson with a steal. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.